There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
I'm gonna save again. Because she definitely could have moved it. She just said that she left the studio in a van. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? Okay, good. For instance... Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry the body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Alright, I'm gonna have my finger on the screenshot button.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
With the fucking van. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Nope. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body in the magistrate costume. Got it. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Salmonella that drove the van. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless our child. Bless you.
Thanks. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Yes. Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burnt it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? Bullshit. So what happens next? Don't... Me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that. I mean, I just said that. Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you! You killed Jackhammer! For fuck's sake, bitch, talk! Who can say?
Were you referring that to me?
No, I'm talking to the lady. She's not saying anything.
No, you were talking to me.
No.
I've been talking the whole time.
I would never talk to you like that. Except for that one time.
How dare you?
Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right? But it's only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
Nani? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Of course, it's as the witness says. Yes. Certainly, it does seem very likely that she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Let's save again. You did it. Miss Vasquez, you did it! That wasn't a question. Did you do it? No. Damn it!
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not sure that question helped this court get any I'm not sure that question helped this court get any closer to a verdict.
What do I do now? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again.
Testify again?
No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn, to come so far, only to fail. I tried so hard, got so far, but in the end, it mattered very little.
It seems there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Mr. Vasquez.
Wait, what?
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I did not.
I see. Very well.
Goddammit, Edgeworth! Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Yeah, but you'd have to say her stakes again.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo. Edgeworth, please stop. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Who knows? Probably realized she did it. He probably realized she did it too.
Wasn't he the one that he said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that!
Blue, are you still there?
I am.
Okay. Because I've been screaming this entire time.
I've just been letting you enjoy it.
Yeah. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying, "He did it!" I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now. But if you put her on the spot, she should have had it. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Shove that key in her.
Right. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Nah, press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh, what did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any... Just because you say that! You try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy!
The witness will continue our testimony.
Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct?
Uh-huh.
Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder, you bitch. Press harder. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person?
I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez?
Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without a steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Bullshit! Poor Powers.
Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Mr. Vasquez, you may continue.
What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene.
Sorry, I'm late.
Then, silence. Dead silence. Can we stop doing this bit? Silence.
Hey, Nick! Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up.
Old Bag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Yeah, but we figured out she was lying about that. Right, the Steel Samurai. Let's just press on all of them. But the detectives... Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. For what purpose? You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you or covered it up for you? Must have been a lot writing on it while I was making at the meeting. I need to... I need to stop sleeping for like 3 hours. I'm sure our professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. Why did I... Oh my god. Alright. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh, yeah, I guess.
Very well. Miss Vasquez, please continue.
What? Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Yeah, I wasn't sure how to word that. She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Good job, Edgy.
Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? Hey, Blue, do you want me to let you go for now, since you're sort of just here and not doing anything? Since you can't.
No, yeah, because I do gotta prep for, these comics later.
Alright, no problem. Why don't you quickly tell everyone where they can find you?
YouTube and on Twitch and on Twitter.
Hey! Sweet. Well, thank you for coming. Sorry the connection was being a bitch.
It's alright. Have fun.
Bye. Oh well. Let us resume. Do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So, the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. I don't know what they did. Edgeworth cares about legitly locking away guilty people, I think. Yep. How did I know? Sal. She panicked for a sec, he told me. Sal the director.
You have to find something to peg her with! What?
Wait, what? I'm gonna save again. Because I don't remember what the correct evidence is. Nope, that's not correct. Like this. Oh, whoops. How did you know about the injury? How do I know? Sal, he told me. Does anyone have an idea? Because I don't. It's not this, is it? Oh, it is this. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. Wait, what? It wasn't. It was Will Powers. Wait, I didn't read that properly. Oh, shit, I didn't even know, I didn't even realize that. I knew that Hammer was injured. Fuck, I'm an idiot. It wasn't Hammer that was injured, it was Powers that was injured. Fuck! You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. That's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. Why her direction notes? I think it's Sal's direction notes that he gave to her. Is what she meant. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manel was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez, you saw Hammer limping. You didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Jesus Christ, Your Honor, you moron! Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to be after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who'd been injured that morning.
Order! Order! I will have order!
Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak your way out of this one, you fucking yutch. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? There's a reason it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Here's the thing. She didn't.
Nick, no! Saying you can't prove it now would be admitting defeat! She got it right!
But what proof could I possibly have?
I can't remember.
Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder.